Looking for an Afghan pattern that will make an elegant blanket but will blow your mind on how easy it is? Watch today's video and I have one for you. I love making baby blankets. I usually always have one on hand because you never know when someone is going to announce that they're expecting. So today I'm going to show you the ripple stitch. As you can see here, I made my own pattern. I went so many rows to a different color and I love how it turned out. So I'm going to show you how to change colors without having ends to tie in with this pattern. Goes very quick. I have other patterns and other tutorials on the channel, so check those out below. And as always, we would love you to subscribe. We really enjoy making videos for DIY on the house. But right now I'm going to get started to show you how to make a baby Afghan using what they're calling the ripple stitch. I'm going to show you by just making a little swatch on how to do this stitch. For both the swatch and my actual blanket, I am using the Caron Simply Soft. So this isn't baby yarn, but I do really love the texture of it, and it is super soft. So I'm using two colors for my actual blanket, and I will demonstrate with two colors for the swatch. So take one of your colors, and I am using a size H crochet hook, and start by putting a slip knot in the end. And your foundation chain, super simple to remember. It is multiples of 3, and then you add 2 to the end of it. So my blanket, I ended up making it 25 inches wide. Choose whatever width you want, but just do it in multiples of 3, and then we add 2. So when I do it, I just simply count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 until I get it wide enough. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and now I'm going to go 2 more. So this is just a little swatch that I'm doing. So with this pattern, you get right into the pattern right away. So in the second chain from the hook, so here's number 1 and here's number 2. So in this chain right there, we are going to put a single crochet and 2 double crochets. So I'm going to go ahead and insert my hook into the second one, and I like going under 2 strands of the chain, and we're going to make a single crochet. So I inserted it without looping over. Just insert it, draw your yarn back, and draw it through both on the hook, and that is a single crochet. And in that same spot, in that same chain, we're going to do 2 double crochets. And a double crochet, you loop over your hook first before you put it into the chain, draw it back, and now you have 3 on your hook. You're going to draw through 2 of them, loop it over again, and draw through 2 more. And that was 1 double crochet, and we do another one in that same chain. We draw through 2, and we draw through 2. And so that is what you're going to do completely throughout. You're going to do a single crochet and 2 double crochets in one spot, in one chain. Now you're going to skip 2. So here's 1, here's 2, and we repeat the same exact thing. So skipping 1, skipping 2. I did not loop over first because you start with a single crochet. There's my single crochet. Now we do 2 doubles in that same chain. Draw through 2, draw through 2. Remember, you loop over first for a double, draw it back, draw through 2, draw through 2. Skip 2 more and repeat. Single, double, double. Okay, so now this is obviously a very small little blanket. You are now at the point when you have 3 chains left on your foundation chain. If you have 3 at this point, thumbs up, you have counted correctly. So at this point, we skip the 2 and you put a single crochet in that last chain. So here's what you have to, at the end of your first one, you've skipped your 2 and you put a single crochet in that last chain. Okay, I'm not going to change colors yet because I think it really looks good when you have at least 2 rows together. So we're going to chain 1, turn your project, and remember this was a single crochet here, so in all of the single crochets is where you're going to repeat and do that same exact pattern. So in that first single crochet, you start with the single, you do a double and a double. Now you skip those 2 double crochets, which is, if it's better for your brain, you skipped 2 stitches down here. These are the 2 stitches you're going to be skipping up here. So you skip over to that single crochet. So skip the 2 doubles, put a single, a double, and a double. Oh, there we go. Skip the 2, go clear over to your single, and repeat. And just as we had done before, we're going to end with a single crochet. So skip the 2, and we're going to put a single crochet in the top of the single crochet below. And that is where you end that row. Now I would like to change colors. So I'm going to go ahead and make a slip knot on my new color and put it on the hook, and going to draw through my pink. And so now at this point, you just leave your pink hanging. Don't cut it off. You might want to tuck it underneath so it's out of the way, because now we're working on the cream only. And you have a lot of strings going here. You want to keep everything nice and tight. So this first one might be a little cumbersome. Chain 1 with your new color, turn, and now we're using the new color, and we do the same thing. We're going to do a single crochet in the top and 2 doubles. And now that there's some tension on it, you can tighten up your beginning. There we go. That looks a lot better. Just tighten up your tails there. Skip the 2, single crochet, single, 2 doubles. And so this is so kind of what you would think in your head is super basic, but it makes such a cool little ripple effect, hence the stitch name, ripple stitch. And so we have 2 skip and 1 single in the top of the ending single. So here we're going to go back and forth. You want to do color chains when you get back to where your pink is. So if you want this to be a big section, go back and forth until you are ending on the side that your pink is, and I'll show you how to do a color change. Even if your cream goes this far, you can leave your pink. Don't cut it off, and we can travel it up the side and not have any tails to feed in. So we're going to get back over, and I'm going to show you how to do the color chain. So chain 1, and let me do this row, and then I will show you how to do the color change. Okay, there's the single crochet in the top, but now I want to go back and I want to do pink. So drop your cream down. This is your cream tail that you can feed in later, so that's out of the way. But you want to get your pink up there. So just put your hook in the end of this. And the reason this is going to work well is because I'm going to show you how to put a border on your blanket. So all of your traveling up the side is going to get hidden by a border. So I'm going to pull this through and pull it through one more time. Leave this part loose. I made the mistake of a couple times I had tension on that. We don't want this to be nice and short like that. You want it nice and tall. And we're going to now turn, and we're using pink at this point. So I'm going to chain 1 with the pink, going to put the single crochet in the first single crochet and repeat my pattern. Once I have some tension on both of those colors, just going to kind of tighten it up, make sure everything looks good, and you continue. Okay, I just did 2 more rows of the pink, ending on the side that my color changes on. And so keep your pink a little tight, stick your hook in the end, draw up your new color, draw it up again, keep that nice and loose, the new cream color nice and loose. Go ahead and chain 1, turn, get your other yarn out of the way, and return and do your pattern. Okay, make sure everything is nice and tight, and you're good to go. This is the blanket that I've been working on, and so the pattern that I chose to do was 2 rows, 2 rows, and then 6 rows. 2, 2, and 6. And so then it just alternated by the way the pattern worked by using 2 colors, that there's 6 of the green, then there's 6 of the white, and 6 of the green, and so on. And so when you get down to the end, as I was saying, you can see the color going up the side, which is perfect, because I'm going to show you now how to bring it up when there's 6 rows, but then how to start a border so all of this will get hidden. And like I had said before, when you're going up the side, don't pull it tight. We don't want this to be bunched up. Make this nice and loose. So I have done my last single crochet here, and now I am going to do 2 rows of the same stitch, 2 rows for a border on all 4 sides. So we're going to draw the white up here. I'm going to go across. This is a border row, which is no different than we've been doing. A border row. Then when I get to the corner, I'll show you what we do on a corner, and I'm going to do the same thing on the edge. So all 4 edges will have this little scallop effect. So we're on the edge here. I've done my last stitch. I'm going to take my hook out and put it down kind of low to the next one. And I'm going to draw up my white, put it through, draw up the white again, and now I'm up close enough to my loop, and I'm going to put it through the loop and draw it up. So you're just getting a way to travel your thread up. Now we're working with our white. The blue is out of the way. And like I said, I am going to do a border of 2 white. And so I wanted to end with my green so it'll look natural that I have 2 white. There'll be 2 white on each edge. So at this point, I'm not going to do anything different. I'm going to do my single crochet and 2 doubles. All the way across. When I get to the corner, I'll show you what I'm doing and then how we're going to space them out on the edge. Okay, this is my first row of the border. Even though it looks just like this is the first row of the border. And this is the green bluish color that I've been running all along the edge. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut that, give it a nice long tail, and weave that through this edge. So when I get around to it, I can include that in the casing of my border. So just going to travel that along the edge. That looks good. And so now we're over here to the end, and I need to do 1 more double crochet in that. Here we are going to do our full stitch, so a single and 2 doubles. And here, just like on the end of all the rows, I'm going to put the single crochet. So that completes this side. Well, we need to turn the corner. So this is 1 to complete the side. We're going to do a single crochet for the corner, and we're going to do a single crochet for the next side. And now I am going to skip a gap of about 2. Remember, all through here it has been skipping 2 double crochets to do a single crochet. Well, the end of the rows, we just need it to be gapped out. So this is roughly 2 double crochets, the width of 2 double crochets. So I'm going to skip 2, a gap, and do one of my clusters there, the single crochet and 2 doubles. And then I'm going to skip a little bit again and do a single crochet and 2 doubles. And just spread it out along. So that one looks like it's about 2, and we'll go a little bit. And on borders, they're always just about gapping them out and making sure you're not pulling them too tight or having them to be too loose. So here we are, we're gonna skip about that much. I'm gonna put a single and 2 doubles. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, so our corner has just the single crochets in it, and it looks like it makes it real nice that this will be a nice border. We're going to go all the way around to every corner. You need to put in 3 single crochets. So we're going to do this border twice, and then your project will be finished, and the only end that you're going to have to feed in is your white one, because we've already fed in the green blue, and then you'll be done. Okay, here is the completed project. I just think this one is just a stunning blanket. I love the 2 bright color contrasts, so your sky is the limit on the colors you're going to pick. If you have any questions while you're doing yours, please comment down below. I would love to hear from you. If you want to show me a picture, email me at diyonthehouse@gmail.com. I would love to see it. But as always, thanks for watching DIY on the House.